Hi and welcome to Karmaspiritus. My name is T. I'm a reader, healer, psychic, medium and a tarot reader. I don't read tarot in the traditional way. I read the energies of the cards that come up. They do create their own energy, and this may be something that you just generally need to hear. This reading is for July, but my readings tend to go on for much longer, and maybe something that you need to hear for your life's journey. I'll be using these stones in the readings. They hold so much knowledge and information, and I just find they are such a pleasure to work with. Please reverse the roles if necessary. This reading may be for someone that's quite close to you in your energetic field, that is almost attached to you in some way, and you're listening to this message in order to transfer to them. And I feel my messages anyway are, as I said, very long-term messages. Not just for today, not just for tomorrow, but ongoing life guidance and information that you just need to hear. So what else do I need to tell you? Coming up to an important time, guys. You're my last reading of the pack, and I do hope that it's a really good one for you, and you do get lots of messages out of this. So let's get on with the reading. Messages for Aries, the lovely Aries. Messages for you. Oh, I feel tingly already. Please give me messages for Aries for July and onwards. Please give me messages, guidance, information for Aries for this time, July. Ooh, there's loads that have come out. I'm going to take this one because it actually landed on my lap upright. Queen of Pentacles. Pick up the rest and on we go. Make sure there's no one else down there. Right, Aries, message for you. Lovely Aries. Got so many Aries in my life. All quite different, actually. I guess it depends on other aspects. Ooh, in your chart. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Okay, yeah, depends on the aspects in your chart. But you all have that vigor and that fire, that passion. People love to be around you. 2 cards. They didn't quite flick out, so let me go again. I know you're impatient, Aries, so let me go quickly. This one really does need to pop out. This is the 7 of Wands. And okay, oh, these are flipping all over the place. There's such an energy with this time, Aries. Sorry. Turn it off. Right. Last one for Aries. Oh, there we go. King of Cups. Reversed. Okay. Loads of lots of love. But let's see if it's love. Right, let me just tune into the energies. Right, Aries. Buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing, and it was buzzing originally anyway. The energy for you it feels good, feels a little hasty, but is that just your general energy, Aries? Are you always buzzing around, things to do, places to go, people to see, life to live? But are you feeling overzealous is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing maybe this is not the right time just yet. Maybe you need independence, I'm hearing. Stability has also always been at the forefront of your mind. Something that you've always been concerned about. An energy of discontent in some way. We all want more. Come on, let's face it. We all want more. More love, more money, more choices, you know, things that we want to do, need to do. But at the same time, I feel that the right person is out there for you, but not yet. Don't settle. Don't settle for second best, for anything less. You deserve a lot more. Oh gosh, I was about to say Pisces. Is it a Piscean you're dealing with? Do you have Pisces in your chart? Is it a Piscean you need to look for? Wow, that just popped out. There is Pisces in the spread, but the Pisces within this spread, 10 of Cups upright and King of Cups reversed, the position that the 10 of Cups is in is quite unstable. It's saying not to do this, Aries. It's saying not to go for this euphoria, this happy families, playing happy families, doing this because you feel you don't have an option, or this is the option that's been presented to you right now and you feel you need to go for it because this is what you need. Sorry, it's shine, lovely day, and it's shining out there. Love you, Aries. But I'm feeling, although this feels good at the moment, maybe there's more choices out there for you. Maybe this person is going to be quite over emotional for you, indulgent in their own emotions, not fit for purpose, I'm hearing. Maybe not the person that you desire and need. Maybe their wants are all about them, and when they don't get it, they emotionally blackmail. You're fed up of hearing their story. Oh, me. Oh, woe is me. Woe is not. Woe is. Maybe you don't want to hear this. Maybe you're sick of this. You're an air sign. You don't want to hear all that. You want someone with a good mind, not an extremely emotional persona. Or maybe this is you when you're around this person. They make you feel so over emotional. This is such a deep and drawn out, dramatic situation. They make you go weak at the knees. They make you feel vulnerable. They make you feel empty inside. Really. When it comes to it, they're not the best choice. There's other people out there. There's more to this. There's more to life. I feel like this person feels like they've just come in. And they're not going to stick around. Not in the way that you need. Not in the way that lovely Aries needs. They're too emotional. They're too deep in their own emotions. They're too indulgent in themselves. Self-absorbed. I just heard they don't need you. It's weird. This person, I feel, possibly walks all over your emotions as well. You know, doesn't really give the time of day that you need. You're worth so much more than that. Or if it's someone that has been in your life for some time, they're an earth sign. And although it appears or appeared at one point that they could sustain a life, you could sustain a life with them and you would be happy, I think you realised some time ago that maybe this is not the one. Every time you hear from them, it's, oh, me, woe is me, what have I got to do? This is what this person done to me. This is how it made me feel. You could be on the floor, lying next to them, passed out. They wouldn't have a clue. Because they're so involved in their own, and they're unpredictable. Their emotions are erratic. They're insecure. You make them insecure, Aries, because, you know, yes, you're a fire sign. I was about to say air sign. That's weird. You still are very passionate and you still have all the emotions that everybody would have and more, but you vigorously need someone who can really enrich all areas of your life, that makes you feel like the fire sign that you are. Remember, when you meet someone, and I do feel like this is a relationship, when you meet someone, they're supposed to fill you up, make you feel good. You're able to persevere in life. All those goals that you needed, wanted, have had, they're now progressing and being fulfilled. All the abundance that you want, that good life that you felt that you lacked all this time. Maybe you feel that this person is able to give you the security that you need. But I don't think they can. I think they're quite manipulating. And for you to get it, for you to get that 10 of Cups, you'd have to sacrifice a whole lot of stuff. Or there's something within this whole situation. On paper, it may look really good. And maybe you are too independent. Maybe you're being perceived as, whoa, way too independent. Maybe it's you that needs to step back a bit. Maybe you're the one that makes this person feel insecure. Maybe you need to not be looked at as so independent, so grounded. Everything that you do, I don't need you. That sort of view and opinion. This, you know, as I said, reverse the roles however they see fit. Maybe you'll have to sacrifice too much to be with this person. Maybe your emotions will be at a complete loss if you are with this person. You will lose your whole sense of being. That person with the independence, that person who is able to stand on their own 2 feet, you're grounded. Maybe you will lose that because this person you'll be so absorbed in their feelings that you just won't be able to cope with it all. You'll have to stand back and pretend to be that wallflower. And Aries, is that you? The Aries that I know, they don't go down like that. That is not their thing. You know, you have to have a job to be with me. You can't be sitting there overindulging in your tears while you're expecting me to mop them all up, to be that housewife at home. That doesn't work for me. I like to travel. I like to go around the world, see different things, meet different people, go out, be wined and dined. What is all this? What is all this put your pinny on and get in the kitchen thing? I'm not up for that. And because of that, if I don't do that, then you don't feel like, you know, the man, the woman, the top dog. Why do I need to be with someone like you? Why do I have to back down and not be the person that I need to be, that I am, to make you feel good? So then I would be in a manipulating relationship, or a relationship of manipulation, because then I have to be what I'm not. Maybe you need to take your foot off the gas, Aries. Maybe you're overindulging in things that are making you compromise areas of your life that you can't afford to. Maybe you need to step down a little. Maybe you need to just stay independent for a while, because the sacrifice that you'll have to make is too much. Maybe you have to provide for your family a bit more. Avoid upsetting the apple cart. Avoid being happy with your overspending, overindulgence. Your euphoria. Because it's never going to fill you up. It's not going to give you what you need. Maybe all those trips, you know, the person that you want to be and the person that you can actually afford to be right now may be completely different. And maybe you need to be filled up emotionally. Maybe you need that support. Maybe you need to step down from being that central person who does everything for their household, for their family, for everyone around them. Maybe you're making everyone happy and it's leaving you unsatisfied. Maybe you need to pull away from the family. Maybe you need to just step away. Do something that's going to fill you up, make you feel good. Why is it always you that has to maintain and sustain this family? Look after everybody else's emotions apart from yours. Maybe you need to step down from that. Back away. Don't meet all those challenges that everybody puts before you. Maybe you just automatically take them on. Being an Aries, you know, you want to protect, you want to be that boss, the head of the family, do all that stuff. Maybe you just need to be the head of you. Maybe there's a level of discontent when you're around the family. Maybe you have to make too many sacrifices, but the sacrifice that you really need to make is to pull back from the family life, from that unfulfilling person. From that job that's not making you feel happy. I feel like I remember this, the last reading, it was all about various choices and decisions that you need to make. Maybe you need to put your heart into connect with how you truly feel about everything. My voice again. Each reading that this comes up, my voice starts to sort of play up, which means each time for me it's meant that you need to speak up and just be honest about your position in this family, in this relationship, whatever's going on in your life. You just really need to be honest about your position. not the position that it's probably at now, but be very honest about what you need for yourself now. Or maybe drawing away from that family, backing away from them, is going to make you feel unfulfilled. Maybe there's a couple of choices that you need to make, lovely Aries. Maybe there's so many. If you do this, if you back away from the family and fulfill your needs, you're going to feel very guilty. There's a earth sign in your family that's going to make you feel very guilty. They're going to be manipulating and expect you to fulfill the 10 of Cups. Make sure everybody's okay. The house is running well, everything's in order. But you do need to stand back. You possibly just need to not even confront them, just leave it. There's a bit of narcissism going on here. They're playing on your emotions. They have a overly righteous viewpoint about where they stand and where you should stand. That's not fair, Aries. What about you? You count. This is your life too. Why should you be made to feel like you need to sustain the whole universe? Your life and everyone else's. Why do you have to tend to the needs of a narcissistic person? How are you going to do that anyway? They feed off your insecurities, Aries. They feed off the fact that you will actually feel guilty if you decide to step back and you're no longer that dependable source. They send you on a guilt trip. They manipulate you by telling you things that are going to push your buttons to make you stay. You don't have to please everybody. And you don't have to take the mantle for everyone. You count too. Maybe your kids are grown. You know, grew up a long time ago. They've got their own lives. Why are you still doing all and every? Don't get me wrong. Support your family. But now's your time. Maybe you want to spend a bit of that money that you've got on you. You're tired of providing while you're looking after the whole entire family. your life's passing away. Every day we get older. So what about your life? Back to the last reading. What about what you want? Where is this going? Where are you going to be? I said this already, in 5 years' time. What is going to be your focus? Is it going to be the continued amount of unpleasantries or pleasantries you need to do with the family? They'll always be there. But it's just the level, the capacity of which you continue to do for these people that are really quite ungrateful. And don't get me wrong, Aries, you know, you can be all about you, which is great. Sometimes I guess you need that. Again, I remember the last reading, maybe you're going over and above board to provide and to do all these things for the family because you felt that you've not provided in some way before. In some way. Or maybe you just continue to do that because it not makes you feel better, but doesn't make you feel guilty. What's your life about? You know, what is it you want to do now? If someone could take that guilt away from you, what would be your choice? Forget everything else. Forget the family, your commitments, what you've got to do tomorrow, feeding the cat, who's going to feed the cat. Forget all that. That's just not part of this equation right now. In an ideal world, feels like the last reading, what would you do? Because I feel that you are feeling very unfulfilled. If you continue with these commitments, Aries, you're going to just feel like life, you haven't been living your life, you've just been existing. And I know, Aries, you're full of life. That's what you want. You like excitement. You like going out, doing this stuff, having a bit of boogie, going different places. Maybe, you know, you haven't been able to afford it, or your commitments, as I said, with the family. But you know what? It's eclipse season. What are we doing for ourselves now? What are the changes that you are going to make that will be sustained? We're halfway through the year. What's next for you? What is this sort of energy, the King of Cups reversed? What is this energy going to do for you? Tell me. Unfulfillment is unfulfillment. Being manipulated, coerced, through your emotions, all of that stuff, that's going to drag you down, isn't it? That's going to make you think and think and think some more. Aries, think a lot. Do you need much more of it before you pull back? how much more can you do for others that's going to fulfill them? As I said, maintain certain bits of it, that's fine. But the rest of it, we'll put it this way, the role that you're doing now, are you fulfilled? Is it good? Does it fill you up? Ask yourself. Don't think about money too much. That's what I'm getting. Try your best not to think about money so much. If you're going to think about it, think about being really grateful for what you have so far, rather than the lack of, and what you need, and what you don't feel desperate. Try not to feel desperate, Aries. There's being concerned about paying your bills, which all of us are, and there's a real level of absolute outright fear of not being able to pay your bills. There's a big difference. And what you insist on believing and thinking about will persist. That's for some of you out there. Don't feel guilty about what you've provided so far, because you may not feel it's enough. Feel blessed and be grateful about all the provisions that you've been able to make. And think positively about the days in which things will get better. And that time is now. You have to start feeling like that now. Don't pretend to be satisfied in this situation. Maybe some of you are a little bit narcissistic. Sorry to say, Aries. Maybe you've thought about yourself so much. And what you need to do and what you've got to do and running the house and doing this and doing that. That it's too much for your household, for the people in your home. Maybe you're wanting them to go. And maybe they're not safe enough. They can't sustain a life out there, but you really want them to go. Are they making you that unhappy? Because if they are, you need to talk about it. Talk to them about the bills and what you're providing and what they're providing. Because this could be making you feel really, really selfish, self-driven, self-motivated, all about you. Everything is about you. It's could be making you feel so bitter. And that's not fair either. Maybe your emotions have gone so far down the road that you can't even, you just want them out. Out of your life. Maybe these are your thought patterns. This is, you know, you don't want that level of responsibility anymore. There's so many things here. Let's see what the stones... This is so much different from all the other readings. Let me see what the stones have to say. I'm just going to have to tell you what I'm getting, Aries. I can see children sitting on a wall. This is what they do on a regular basis, sit on this particular wall. And there's other children walking by. Different colour, different nationalities, walking by. And you're with the children sitting on the wall. And the children sitting on the wall are ridiculing and making fun of the ones that are passing, and this is their regular journey to and from wherever they're going, or they go on a regular basis. And you and your friends are in your usual spot, sitting on the wall, playing amongst each other, messing around, swinging your legs, writing with chalk. I can see, you know, when you've got a brick or a stones that write in red, you know, the edge of it or the content of it is red, comes out a different colour. And you've actually got one of those. Whether it's the edge of a brick or something. And you're the only one with this special piece of stone. And yeah, you're joining in, you're laughing, you're joking, while they're making fun of these people, these children, these other children walking by. They're not happy, obviously. They're being ridiculed. But I've just seen you etch on a dark piece of wall, help. And this reading is so different from the others. So just please work with me. You've etched help. And they're still, you know, making fun of these people walking by. But you've turned to, your concentration has turned to what you've written. And when I tap into how you feel, there is a feeling of despair. I'm going cold. icy. Spirit is here. You don't want to do this. You don't like it. I'm hearing hierarchy. You know, you're in with the in crowd, but inside you're not happy about what they're doing, what you're part of. Displaced, I'm hearing. You joined the wrong group, and I think you know that one day they're going to turn on you. And you're biding your time. You'd like to get out of this group, this gang, You'd like to get out of this, but you can't, because the only choices that you have is to join that other group that they're taking the mick out of. Other than that, you'll be alone. And that's not a choice for you at this time. Not as a child. Oh dear, Aries. So what do? You see the other group another time when you're on your own, and you try and smile at them and show them that you're warm and you're different and you don't agree with what's going on, but they're just sort of looking at you in shock. They're like, why are they smiling? Why are you smiling? You're one of those children on the wall. Always take the mick out of us, call us horrible names, throw stones at us when we pass. And you know we have to go down this alleyway. There's no other way down. The long road is not an option because we've got to get home, and you do this every day with them. And now you're smiling? One of them almost wants to trust you. They've watched you at the edge of this group, not really joining in, but you're there. And they get it. They connect with you. They're aware of what's going on for you. And they actually can see that you need help. You want to get out of this situation, but you can't. Because if you do, you'll be on your own. And you're scared. You don't like what's happening with the rest of that group, but you can't leave. Because then you'll be empty. And you can't really comprehend that. You're not sure what to do, but you don't want this other group to feel bad. To feel like you're like the rest that sit on that wall. So you try and make peace with a smile. It's really uncomfortable, but you try, because you have compassion. But you can't leave that group. You see that same child at school and you want to play with them. You start to find that they go off on their own and sit in an area where no one's around, and you watch them. They look at you. They give you that sort of half smile, half uncomfortable. You really want to go over. But if one of the others find out that you've gone and sat with them, that's it. You've got no one. But they can't see. You've realised that they can't see. So one day, you make your way over. You walk backwards so you can see if anyone's watching you. As you turn that little corner, they're there, sitting there, waiting for you. Well, that was the best decision you ever made. The connection that you had with this child is amazing. You explain to them why you've made the decisions that you've made, why you continue to sit on that wall. And they say they understand, because they feel the same in their group. And there's one particular person in each group that's making it very fear-based. But you're going to be brave, and so is your friend. You're going to step out together and make that difference. You're going to find that person that suits you. Well, you've found that person, that friend, that confidant. And you feel brave. You feel good now. You can stand on your own. You can pull away from that group. You don't want the responsibility of that anymore. It doesn't make you feel good. Whew. So, Aries, if there's someone in your life that's making you feel that you have to take on the responsibility of everybody else, I would say to you, that's a big ask. And if that's what you've been trying to do all this time, I applaud you. If you feel it's something you can't get out of, Aries, if this person, this Pisces, this erratic, emotionally indulgent person is preventing you from being enriched or stopping you from being with this earth sign, or making you feel guilty, or indeed if you are making them feel guilty, strike a balance. Step back. If you don't want this happy family, then tell them the truth. If you need something to shift and move in your life in this eclipse period, do it. But you need to know that you are happy and content and made the right choices about what you're doing. I can't tell you what this is, but it feels pretty serious, pretty long lasting. This is going to change your life. Think wisely. If you need help, find that person who's able to support you with this. Seek some advice. Don't allow this person to pull you down. Don't let them continue to feel entitled. I mean, I don't know if it's a Pisces. Maybe there's earth sign here. There's a fire sign that needs to chill out. Maybe that's you. Maybe there's an upset here. Don't upset the apple cart, that's what I'm hearing. This rainbow of cups feels like a cart that's tumbling. Try to avoid this. You're not going to feel good. Step back from this narcissist or this narcissistic way of dealing with things. Maybe you need help with that. Maybe you need to balance out the family life in order for you to stop feeling so emotionally unavailable, neglected, desperate. Maybe this will stop you from that energy of manipulation, whether it be one way or the other. I feel this can just go so many ways, Aries. You need to do what's best, but think about the situation holistically. I'm hearing prevent the whole deck of cards from falling, but don't make human sacrifices, I'm hearing. Whoa. This is very deep. But there's so many things playing out here. I'm not sure which way it will go, but I think that's left up to you. We have free will. You have free will to listen to me, listen to these messages, find something within it that helps resolve your situation, or you can just go about and just do something else. You also have willpower. It's up to you what you do with it. You don't have to conform. But it's nice to be nice. It's nice to be humane, care about people. And if you feel someone in your life is not doing something right by you, or you really know deep down you're not doing something good by them, please, Aries, change it. Stop it from snowballing. Calm down. Pull back. Think about the consequences. I know you're driven. Highly, highly driven. Let's hope this reading helps you to drive towards the right choices. Be the right person, because being unified with the right people who are on the same wavelength as you, in the same place, at the same time, can only be a benefit to you. If you need to reach out to somebody and let them know that how you felt about them, how you've been treating them is not quite right, please do that. You have that in you. You have that integrity in you. You understand when things aren't right. And if someone's doing that to you, Aries, speak up. Let them know this is not the way it's going to go. No one should have to sacrifice their whole entire being and feel so uncomfortable that there's a bottomless pit of emotions that they can't even reach because it's endless. If you are doing that to someone, Aries, please stop. And if someone's doing that to you, pull away. Okay, Aries? Please like, share, subscribe. If you feel this message is for someone else, please share it with them. If someone else may need these words of encouragement or guidance, please share it with them as well. Aries, take from this what you will. If you need to listen to this again, to figure out what you need to do, how you need to go about it, what is relevant for you, please do so. And remember, be true, Aries. To thyself, be true. Take care.